I first started going to the gym when I was like 14 years old and I had no fucking clue what I was doing, how to train, how to eat, I didn't even think about stuff like testosterone. And a lot of you guys might be in the same position where you haven't been going to the gym for that long, you haven't been trying to be healthy for that long. I've been in the game for a while, I've spent fucking years iterating, refining, learning, researching, and this is exactly what I would do if I was starting over in terms of how to train, how to structure a workout, and how to eat as well, and to become hard to kill, because that's what every man should aspire to becoming. Nevertheless, let's get into this video. How would I structure a split? Because I've done every split there is, full body, upper lower, like push-pull legs, upper lower, Arnold X push-pull legs, or just push-pull legs 6 days a week. They all work, truthfully, but in terms of optimizing for testosterone and health and performance and functionality, there's two you can do, but I'm going to pick one just for sake of simplicity. It's 4 days a week, just doing upper, lower. Very, very good split, and I pick this over full body because I do think that you need to have individual leg days because your legs are your biggest muscle group. They cause the biggest hormonal response. Hitting legs hard and to failure twice a week is going to do your testosterone good. Upper, lower, and we also want to sprinkle in zone 2 cardio, like 2 times a week, and LISS cardio, which is low intensity, steady state cardio. So this is like zone 1. The best example of this is to walk 10,000 steps a day. And you want to do this really 6 to 7 days a week, because walking and doing low steady state cardio like this is going to lower your cortisol. It's going to mean you use fat as fuel instead of carbohydrates, meaning you're not going to be as hungry. It's going to help you get shredded as well because you're going to burn more calories. I do 70,000 steps a week, so 10,000 steps a day. But say I do 5,000 steps one day, it means I have to do 15,000 steps on another day. It just makes it easier if you've got loads of stuff going on, just doing 70,000 steps a week. But doing this, walking 10,000 steps a day, doing zone 2 cardio like 2 to 3 times a week, and doing an upper lower split 4 days a week is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best splits you can do in terms of getting your recovery in, becoming hard to kill, building that strength, and making very, very solid progress. Now, I'm not going to give you an exact workout. I'm going to show you and teach you how you can actually structure a workout. You always want to start with low intensity, low rep. These are going to be compound lifts like your deadlifts, squats, bench press. Really, you want to start every single session with one of them. Just pick one. On your upper days, it's obviously going to be bench press, or like incline dumbbell press counts as well. On your lower days, you'll have one lower day where it's a deadlift session, other lower day where it's a heavy squat session. You start with low intensity, low rep, and then you move on to high intensity, low rep. These can be heavy carries, pushes, like sled pushes or sled pulls, or you can do like weighted dips or pull-ups. Then you move on to high intensity, moderate reps, and this is going to be like hypertrophy lifting to like stimulate muscle growth. This is going to be like your just classic like isolation exercises and stuff like that, and chest flies, bicep curls, tricep extensions, just for example. And they're going to be like in the 8 to 12 rep range. And then finally, you move on to pump chasing or finishers. So you just do low weight, high reps, and you can do drop sets and stuff like that as well. But if you structure a workout like that and you keep it between 45 to 60 minutes, 60 minutes absolute max. If you're going over that, you're not training with enough intensity. It's a very good way to structure a workout, and I only have implemented this within the last 6 months because it takes a very long time to actually understand how training works and stuff like that. But if you do this from the beginning, you're going to make very, very good progress, especially as a beginner. Now, nutrition. How do we want to eat? Because this doesn't matter if this isn't sorted out. Only once I fixed my diet did my entire physique, way of training change, because not only is it going to affect how you look, it's going to affect the quality of your workouts. Foundationally, obviously, we want a whole food diet, and we want to be eating whole foods 90% of the time minimum. We want to hydrate with 2 to 4 litres of water a day and sodium, getting our electrolytes in. We want to eat high fat, high protein, low to moderate carbs. You want to eat high fat, high protein, and low to moderate carbs. The carbs really depend on the training. You don't want to have a massive carb heavy day if you're not training at all. That's just pointless. And doing no carb can actually have negative effects on your health long term. But if you focus on high fat and high protein foods like steak, eggs, and then you can do like some dairy as well if you tolerate it. Fruits as your carbs, with white potatoes and white rice as carbs as well. And it's going to be very effective, but you want to have carbs in and around your workouts. So pre-workouts, you want to have some fruits, and then post-workouts to replenish your glycogen stores, you want to have some carbohydrates as well. You don't want to be smashing massive carb meals in the morning because your energy is not going to be great at all. You're just going to have a massive crash. Keep it light. One of the best things to eat first thing in the morning, not first thing, but after a few hours, is going to be eggs. And if you can, do 2 meals a day, just 2 big meals, 3 absolute max. You don't need more than that. Eat protein with every single meal, because if you don't, you're going to struggle to hit your protein goal. A lot of people think they get enough protein, but they really don't. And that's going to be needed, obviously, to build muscle. But fats, for the micronutrients, the saturated fat and the unsaturated fat, is very, very important for our testosterone. And when we optimize for hormones and testosterone, you are making muscle growth significantly easier, because you're going to have higher testosterone, your body's going to be more in tune and aligned and optimized. And it's what a lot of coaches and stuff like that ignore, is fat, because focus on fat, it's not going to make you fat. It's not going to give you cardiovascular disease if you just, you avoid alcohol and ultra processed foods. But if you do all of this, it's very simple, very effective. You're going to see loads of progress in the gym. You're going to see loads of progress in terms of your health, your hormones, your testosterone. But this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to testosterone specifically. And it's why I built the High Testosterone Blueprint, which is a complete step-by-step system that I wish I had when I was 14 years old. Because if I'd been implementing that for the last 5 years, I'd have double the progress that I do now. But now I follow the High Testosterone Blueprint. My progress is the best it's ever been in strength, performance, day-to-day life. I feel fucking dialed. And if you train and eat like this, you're going to be on track to feeling the same. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found some value from it. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.